So what I'm going to share with you today is what I personally consider the greatest training shoes of all time, or that I simply ever had. And many reasons for that. So I would like to do a little comparison and offer you from personal experience what are the best training. Now first, it's not just for shinobi training or whatever you're doing, but through sport, through parkour, or even regular walking. I mean, these shoes are versatile. So first I'll review my Tabi Boots, or what most people consider shinobi shoes, or ninja shoes. Now what I like personally about this is the look. I mean, they have an iconic, cool ninja look to them. Really lightweight, flexible. The sole, or the rubber on the behind, is really, how do you say, sort of sticky, but it prevents you from sliding, so that's a plus. The main focus is the split toes, and the benefits of if you're climbing a fence or a little rope, or if you want to place something between, you can place, you know, like a stone or a shuriken, for example, or keep something in your leg while you're working. So you're using your hands, you can use your feet as well, so it adds a little level to your play, or, you know, a little advantage. Now the disadvantage with these type I have is because they're a little on Velcro, they make a little noise when you try to sneak. And two, when you're climbing, usually these are easy to pop off your leg. So usually the bigger ones are a little better, but they don't really stay to the leg so much compared to other shoes. There might be better ones, but personally I wouldn't recommend this for a ninja shoe. And going down to what I consider the best ninja shoes out there for any type of training, but especially going with the ninja formula here. And that's what I consider the Feiyue, or there's a probably way to pronounce it, spelled like this. But I consider them the best training shoes and the best ninja shoes, and they look like this. Now, you see a lot of people who do martial arts, especially in wushu, and even kung fu, even if you've seen pictures. Like either Google it or watch, you'll see in a lot of demos or kung fu, even modern kung fu, even Shaolin kung fu. You see a lot of Shaolin monks wearing these shoes, mostly in white, sometimes in black. But they're very popular and there's a good reason for them. Also, people who do parkour. It's because, first of all, they're the lightest shoes I ever had. And foldable, as you see. But the best part is the way they stick to your leg. They don't move around, their grip is phenomenal. The best gripping shoes. Because they're lightweight, they're full of rubber, you get traction, and you can move quickly and easily. Now, what I'm saying is, how does this apply to the more ninja or shinobi tactical advantage of having these shoes? Well, one is, since they're easily foldable, you can literally just carry them in your pocket. When you need to change the shoes, just pull out new ones or clean ones. You have something like that. Plus, they're pretty good at sneaking because they're very light. And overall, you see, very flexible. The rubber, like I said, is phenomenal. So wherever you're climbing or trying to get across things, it's an excellent choice. And the way they stick to your feet, so virtually you can do anything. That's why I consider them the best shoes. So I mean, try out a pair. But the only problem I have with them is they have a little writing right there. Not a big deal. I mean, they're functional, but I decided to get a darker version, which are even called a ninja version or so. That is a darker version. Not much, because since I love these shoes so much, I decided to get another pair, but this time a darker one. As you see right here, the difference is they don't have the logo. They're a little slimmer, but pretty much function the same way. So here's a little detail of how these shoes look like. So if I'm considering the best shinobi shoes out there for training, I would recommend these over the Tabi Boots. Now, Tabi Boots are really unnecessary, even though they look cool and they're ninja iconic. Unless you're going to be climbing a fence or a rope, which is likely or highly unlikely to say, you're not going to really need them. Rarely going to come across you. But these, or any other shoes that have a good grip, that's what you want, light and good grip, they will do really well. And even better considering for training. So that's the ninja shoes I recommend. And if I build my own Shinobi Shizuki or a full type of uniform, this is the choice I'm going with. And if you did martial arts or parkour or something similar or have used these shoes, leave your own testament or your own experience in the comments below. Because I mean, these are really nice shoes, and before I was a little skeptical, they look simple like regular shoes, but once I actually used them in training, it's still the best shoes, and I wouldn't replace them anything. Even walking, that's the other thing. Even if you're going for a casual walk or stroll, they just feel phenomenally well on your leg. Perfectly placed. They don't pinch anywhere, nothing. It's like you're walking on a cloud. Except it's a little barefoot, so if you're running through the woods, or let's say you're stepping on rocks, you won't feel as good because it's kind of light right here. Now you can put it in your own, like a gel pad or Dr. Scholl's sort of thing. But really you don't need to have a nice little cushion. I'm not going to say it's a lot of cushion. You don't need it because they're trying to function the bare foot. So that's pretty much it. In terms, I'm saying this is the best shoe, and I'll give you a little demo of what I mean. So first up we have our Tabi Boots. Now, as you see, it has nice versatility to it. Pretty flexible when you're moving your leg around. Plus, you can place something in between. For example, what I got is a pencil this time. So you can write a little map or whatever you're using. Not practical, but you can put whatever you want here. But the problem I have is when you walk, they're a little slidable. So you see, it's very easy to get your leg off. At least for this type. So that's the only concern. If you're climbing something, the leg kind of slides in place. Might be a little of the size difference, but compared to other shoes, that's the main problem. So now we'll take a look at the Feiyue shoes. So for the other version, as you see, they're also versatile. They have a much better flex. The shoes stay in place better, function much better, moving around. So many different things you can do. Overall, just awesome.